There must be some way to make it over there. But how to go about it? Might we not make use of our flying foe to reach our destination? That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Shall I assist?
Putting that aside, I appreciate you carrying our heavy items, but do let me know if you need a hand.
Oh, pay me no mind. 'Tis one of a servant's many privileges to be entrusted with such articles of value.
I seem to recall there being a treasure chest in this area when I explored it in other worlds. Shall I lead the way?
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I'll gather this. It might be of use. How very inspired. I cannot wait to return beyond the rift and inform my own master of this.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but different masters favor different forms. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Each to their own. Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you? Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost. I see you cannot manage without me for a moment, Arisen. Prepare for battle! If we mastered that attack, we would be invincible. I hope you weren't expecting mercy. Was most effective. These really are hidden in the most unlikely places, aren't they? Excellent. Just what I was hoping for. A hidden path. I suppose there will be monsters lurking beyond it. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. to regret this. We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all...
Ah, how I've longed to...
Look as long as you please.
'Twas a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
I see which way the wind's blowing.
All's going dark.
My best efforts come to naught. This is bad. This is the last straw. Yeah. Stupid little... to keep my wits about me.
Oi! You can do better than that!
Now this is a conundrum.
The rules at your neck.
Who do you think you're fooling with?
I'm sorry.
A good sleep does wonders.
Here, asking for it.
This is an outrage!
Bloody hurt.
Suppose I could visit someplace new.
This creature is hard as stone, making it ideal for tossing at our other foes.
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see if we share our strength.
Leave the finding of equipment-enhancing materials to me.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and
You can count on me to fly to your raid and your...
All told, I'm rather satisfied.
Are you fit
with
to
my-
travel?
You! Seems well met, sir.
Oh,
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated. To the foremost hospital. In all Vern, you know where to find. This inspires naught but misgivings.
Well met, sir. How might I be of
This reading is fine craftsmanship. Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure. Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Always a pleasure.
Well then, son, how might I be of service?
Welcome.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the... foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find.
Well met, sir. Winches on all sides.
I just know it. My head hurts just thinking about it.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master story.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
This ox cart's bound for Mel. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
I'm not going to take that from you.
Ah, here we are. The ox cart made it without too much trouble.
Mayhap we can employ it.
Damn dragon. Hurry, everyone! Get yourselves to safety!
You go with them. I'll fell that thing myself. There you are. You will share my desolation. And
My home. Cannot expect Lend me your aid.
I shan't let you harm you. The beast spell substance, but one is your castle. You wear it, on to the next. Worthy of caution, not save our best will do. Would do well to glide round. But fighting on an income will make overpowering our foes all the simpler. Sure.
All together now. We attack the wall.
Strike fast and true, and like warriors on hold. Understood. Tis a simple-minded creature, by all appearances. Easily redirected quickly with our attacks. I am well aware. This foe is nigh unstoppable when 'tis wrong. We must do all we can to prevent it from losing its temper.
How are we meant to attack it without angering it?
Show yourself! 'Twas a lesson in determination. Somehow I knew you'd come. You have my gratitude as well, sir.
Ulrika, glad I am to see you unharmed. You must return to the village.
Forgive me. I'd best go. But I
that wasn't the dragon, but a poor imitation of it. No wonder I feel so hollow. Sigurd, you're the current Arisen, aren't you? I pray you do not walk the same path as I have. 'Tis a style all my own, a patchwork of techniques, honed for the sole purpose of slaying the dragon. That wasn't the dragon, but a poor imitation of it. No one is a style or a patchwork of technique.
My feet always what am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles. Myself. But enough of that.
Always a pleasure. What to do?
My fate is sealed.
I should have known I'd not measure up.
This can't be happening!
I'll have nightmares if I let myself worry.
This pain! Shock!
I'm not sure what's best.
He really ought to have returned by now.
Mayhap you'll think this a trifle, but I shall never forget the time my strength failed me, and I was gone from the Arisen side.
Ah, yes. Well do I know the pain of unbidden remembrance.
Here, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles. myself. But enough about...
Always a pleasure.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Do come again.
A flexible vocation, suited to bolstering our band where reinforcement is most needed.
Our foes will soon find themselves hard-pressed.
Here, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. Oof. But enough about me.
Do come again.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
We're...
Trying to get back to work.
I wasn't sure we'd survive that, but...
Where are you going?
Wearing armor all day feels like a punishment.
I'll take the knife once you're desperate, anyway.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
Walking everywhere is certain.
This ox cart's bound for Burnworth. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on. One of these days. Of all our rubbish. Come on, try me.
We have no means of exploiting our enemies.
It seems we have enraged our foe.
Might we not use their big guards?
Understood.
Quickly, Arisen! You must regain your footing.
Now to bring it down and let it taste our fury.
Would you lend me a hand? One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Better get to work.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
One never can have too many of these.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
That was never learned how to extract.
It's not what I expected.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Well done, Master.
I see not even the Arisen could resist.
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
Perhaps 'tis time we returned to our base of operations and deposited some of our finds.
I will protect you. I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
No dawdling. The Arisen calls.
By your leave.
That's quite enough.
This is not my intent.
Goblins, Master.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
Outstanding.
One wrong move, and I dread to come.
A flawless execution.
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt.
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
Stay with me. Wait a moment. Means of setting it ablaze?
Enemy slows. Perhaps we'll try them out.
We must not give them a chance to recover.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
If we're to have any hope of victory, we must employ every tool and tactic at our disposal.
It all becomes clear.
there, Master! Saurians!
Please, have mercy!
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
Efficiency is not the only factor where... of consideration. An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
'Twould allow us to save our strength. Assuming we're not attacked, that is.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey. When treated to the... the foremost hospitality in all the... You know where to find this. Solution eludes me, but I'm certain there is one.
This looks as good a place as any.
What am I to do?
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
We ought to put it to good use.
Decent coin of note. Have you ever been... Well, whenever I'm lost, her services are not to be so if you're ever in need of guidance...
Doesn't fill up like it used to. I've trained for this.
Welcome to... We serve all manner of fine ales here.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by
Interested in my wares?
pleasure doing...
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Have you business with the guild, sir? Have you found any of the items we discussed? Perchance. Do come again.
Well met. Sir.
All this worrying's giving me an achy back. Greeting. You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. 'Tis lovely to see you.
Wonder if anyone will notice if I stay here a bit.
I'm in fine fettle today.
I'm surrounded by whingers on all sides.
Now here's a welcome sight.
Boots laced, belt strapped. I'm ready for patrol.
Good tidings, Frank. As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, and that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but I'd sell it to you cheap as I... Well, friend, what say you? Sorry I am to hear it. You know where to find me, should you change your mind?
Waking up knowing anything could happen.
Suppose I'll start dusting.
I shall be on top form today. I can feel
What should I get up to today?
Well met, sir.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale.
Come take a look. You'll be glad. You did. Do come again.
hard to see so many smiles about.
I should be on top. Suppose I ought to check the wheels of one of the bar.
Stay here a bit.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Arms for the poor. Pray grant those. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Few can afford perpetual. Well met, Sir Arisen. Many thanks. Well met, Sir Arisen. Few can afford
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
If our prayers are not heeded, what hope have we?
Places such as this ought to be protected. Chaos in the world.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Few can afford perpetual.
There was a patient man.
Situation.
The heavens have forsaken. All is lost.
Why must I suffer so?
Much is all I ask of life as her home.
Must have taken a wrong turn.
If our prayers are not heeded, what hope have we?
If I sleep on my world, it may not well go away.
Got to make room for my next shipment.
Them nobles do nothing.
This place offers a view of the sea. I imagine we would not escape a plunge into the water's depths.
A few hours sweating. No desire to live this way. Dead on my feet. Maybe I'll keep
If our prayers are not heeded, what hope have we? Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms? For many thanks. Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand, Malcolm his name is. He's a steady... This building's very old. It could be that he's found it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
Might I propose we seek out new information?
Indeed, you are correct.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
What teachings might chaos in the world?
Good day, sir.
Good day, sir.
We were supposed to go wish he'd woken me up. Please, sir. My prayers will surely be
This year's crops aren't faring so well.
Where could Malcolm have? Perhaps you could try asking the other children. I haven't been able...
Just stay out of everybody's way. It's just another way to save your own skin.
I don't feel safe here. Aye, sir. This place gives me an ill feeling. Causes conflict of faith.
This is a bit much for me.
Little happiness is all I
Got to get home. Can't stay here.
Am I shedding?
I end up feeling weary.
Malcolm's been... Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big Malcolm? All he's don't know why he bothered.
Our results are awaited. What say we make our report?
Rejoice, my darling, for your...
Welcome home, dear.
I spend my days spinning yarns, only to come home to a wife for whose radiance I have no...
Oh, you both.
facade. But dreams are free, I say.
Anything could be lurking here.
Anything's been...
Vaults, you say? Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a... Come! I fear there's not a moment. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to... Look, there, a hole. Could he have... There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. Let us make haste.
Heed your senses. If aught feels out of place, it could very well be a trap.
Be sure to keep your wits about you.
It was well worth the effort of breaking it.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can...
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. Books, sir. Books, and...
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought not lose sight of our guide.
True enough.
Let me get that.
Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle. The same foe again? How are we to get through this door? Be on your guard. There are innumerable corners where an enemy might conceal themselves here.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing?
'Tis quite a find indeed. Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection, might I ask, we cannot allow the knowledge accumulate. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about.
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may. Let's investigate this place's secrets.
It near boggles the mind. So impressive an archive slumbered here. 'Tis surely any scholar's dream.
True enough.
The book's nest.
Where's my comb? My fur's in a right state.
We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind.
Naught can threaten us if we watch each other's backs.
We shall remain here.
Wait for the new equipment to come in. I mustn't let the captain see my knees knocking. The best quality a soldier can have is loyalty.
Like it or not, I must go where duty calls me.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Thankless job, this.
Like it or not, I must go where duty calls me.
Well, have you found... Oh, guide me outside, then.
And I now have close to draw steel.
We shall await you here, Master.
Guide me outside. If you truly are Arisen, words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of elf.
The sun's too bright for these poor eyes. Nice, juicy beast steak.
Might as well head back. I'm in no
Not sure how much longer I can. If I stay here.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
Now, where was I bound again? Oh dear.
Well met, sir.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Indeed. Tell us, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen... I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, Your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
This task...
There is much we ought to... It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to... Mayhap it would be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your... Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. There is much we ought to tend to. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your majesty? What's this? The Palace of Vermund is sending brass to an individual by the name of Dara. Surely there's a deeper meaning here. Though I cannot begin to guess what it might be. Methinks you ought to keep this letter with you. Perhaps your majesty will find someone who can make clear its intent. There is much we ought to tend to. Do not forget that we work to...
Come, I'll lead the way. As pawns are not permitted within the castle, I will bid you farewell when we reach the entrance. Over here, if you would.
Welcome.
I cannot bear it.
You're gonna regret that.
Don't think I'll stand for this.
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
Apart from my joints, I've not to complain of.
What a waste.
Over here, if you would.
Precious little time.
Good evening, sir. I trust you for... all right on the roads, despite the... Much obliged. This inspires more.
This isn't the way to our destination. But I presume you've a new one in mind. Lead on.
There will be other opportunities to lead. For now, let us follow.
Good evening, sir. I... Trust you fared all right on the road. You know where to find. Well met, sir. Good evening, sir.
Shall we get some rest, then?
Well met, sir.
Look as long as you please.
be done for the day.
A lonely place. Not without its charms.
Peruse at your leisure.
Look as long as you please.
Sometimes all you need's a moment to think.
There's aught to be said for peace
Sometimes I
and
wonder if I'd be better off a hermit.
peruse at your leisure.